Pass to Pollard coming up. Will pass to Mikan. But watch Bob LeBoy intercept. There he is. Bob starts up the court once again. The cat-like Scoob steals the ball for the Lakers. Now the champs turn this thrilling sequence into a basket as George Mikan gets a perfect pass from Scoob for a two-pointer. The Lakers lead 31 to 28. Seymour and Kendall work the ball up the court for Syracuse. There's a pass to LeBoy. Bob tries to pass to Wally Osterkorn, but the ball is knocked out of his hand over to Earl Lloyd, who jumps and scores, and it's 31-30 Minneapolis. And that's hit on a free throw while the Lakers made good on 3 charity tosses to lead at the end of the first half, 34 to 31. There's the first half of tonight's game of the week in the National Basketball Association. The score is Minneapolis 34, Syracuse 31. We'll be back in a moment with the second half, but right now here's an all-important message.
Well, I guess we'll never know what that important message was. But for any team playing the Lakers, the message was, try to contain George Mikan. The NBA's first superstar dominated the league to the point where the rules were changed to make things actually tougher on him. Dolph Schayes of Syracuse had his own plan for stopping Mikan.
Mikan was probably the greatest player of that time. I try to get in front of him. I try to push him out. I'm going to overplay him on the right side. I'll box him out. I did those things, and I held him to 42 points.
54 Finals, or as it was known back then, the World Series of basketball. We'll rejoin the action in the fourth quarter with the Lakers up by 6.
Here's the tip-off for the fourth and final quarter of this all-important World Series game between Minneapolis and Syracuse. Jim Neal for the Nats against Clyde LaBella of the Lakers. The Nats get the tip and move the ball up in the front court. Notice how carefully the pros move that ball, not forcing it. Their play is deliberate, but not control ball. The pay-for-play boys are masters at basketball, and they really make it look very easy at times. Ball handling by the lights of the Lakers and Syracuse is a work of art. Finally, Al Messino's try at a long shot is short. LaBella grabs the ball. Lakers are off to the races. Whoops, Clyde, stay on your feet and get a draw. Well, that's Slater Martin working the ball down the floor. Jim Holstein's in the far left-hand corner. Passes off to LaBella, who shoots and misses. The Nats rebound and move the ball up the floor. There's plenty of tension now as both clubs sense the importance of every shot. Bill Kenbold is loose again. Number 15 watches he gets the ball, takes aim, shoots and scores. Getting ready to set him up. There he is. The Nats narrow the gap, 56 to 52. It's Syracuse once again. This time Earl Lloyd passes to Bob LeBoy, who hits a one-hander, and the Nats pull up within the margin of a field goal. The score 56 to 54. The pressure is great as the Lakers move the ball up the floor. Scoob gets position, feeds Mikan on a beautiful pass, which you're going to see in a moment. Then watch George wheel around and score for the Minneapolis team. There he is. 58 to 54. With the clock ticking away valuable time, Syracuse trailing by 4 points has possession of the ball. The Nats are looking for a three-point play, but the Laker defense is too tough once again. Paul Seymour, number 5, draws a bead on the basket. His long shot is going to hit the edge of the rim. Watch Mikan get the rebound. Big 99. Ball's knocked out of his hands for Earl Lloyd. It goes in the air, shoots, but it's no good. Finally, it's knocked out of bounds, and there's a jump ball coming up in front of the Syracuse basket involving Al Messino and Slater Martin. Watch how the Lakers get the tap. Martin's pass goes over the fingertips of George Mikan in the play, which is coming up in just a moment. Even Big George at 6'10" can't get every pass. See that? The Nats now have possession of the ball. Pressure is great as Syracuse rushes the ball down the floor. The men of Serbia want to win this game and get the jump in the Basketball World Series. Notice how they move that basketball. Yes, sir, this is basketball at its very best. Finally, Paul Seymour gets loose. The flash from Toledo takes a hook shot. It rolls off, no good. Mikan is there with the rebound. The world champions move the ball into the offensive zone. The Lakers holding a slight lead now are content to hold on to the ball, protecting that advantage. The Kendall strategy is to feed the pivot for that easy basket. Martin spots his man, lays an easy pass to Mikan, whose shot rolls the rim. Bob LeBoy grabs off another rebound, and Syracuse moves up into the offensive end of the floor. The Nats, famous for their fast break, have slowed down their play because of injuries. Chino shoots, and it's no good. Jim Holstein rebounds for the Lakers. He flips the ball off to Pollard. Jim moves the ball up into the front court. Pollard, trying for a solo flight, is tied up en route to the hoop, and it's a jump ball. Hey, wait a minute. There seems to be something wrong. Referees Charlie Ekman and Joe Serafin talking over the situation, get it straightened out, and there's a jump ball. Ball's tipped to Mikan. Big George passes to Holstein, who takes a rest right there in the heat of battle. Jimmy gets back on his feet with the aid of the referee, and play continues. Holstein passes the ball to Slater Martin. Martin, the spark plug guard, calls for a play. The champs are after their 6th World Championship in 7 tries. There's Whitey Skoog with the ball. Passes to Mikan, who misses the shot, but there's a foul called on the play. The score favors the Lakers 58-54. The champs lead 59-54. George King passed the ball into Al Messino. Over to Kenbo. Syracuse wasn't supposed to go anywhere in the championship race this season. Here they are, fighting the mighty Lakers for the world's title. Coach Al Servey has performed the coaching job of the year in basketball. The Nats are a team without any great star. Sure, they have Dolph Schayes and Paul Seymour, but on paper, their squad doesn't measure up with the star-studded Boston Celtics of the New York Knickerbockers, for example. Here's Bill Kenbo, the star from St. Bonaventure, looking for that good shot, and makes it. No, it doesn't. It rolls off. The great Pollard grabs off the rebound. The champs move down court. Slater Martin, the smallest man in the game, has the ball. Minneapolis still leads by 5 points. Holstein tries to cut across the lane. There's a pileup on the court. Big Jim Neal of the Nats and George Mikan of the Lakers. There's a lot of weight. The two giants jump in front of the Laker basket. Notice the comparative size of referee Ekman. Looks sort of like a midget. Mikan will tap the ball to Pollard behind Neal. Flips it to Skoog. Whitey shoots. It's good, but the basket doesn't count. Pollard was fouled by Lloyd before the shot. Pollard's at the line for one. Very effortlessly, he makes the free throw good. Syracuse puts the ball in play with number 4, Dolph Schayes, wearing a cast in his left arm, taking the ball out of bounds. Schayes broke his wrist playing against Boston in the Eastern Division playoffs. There's George King hitting on a jump shot. Lakers ball out of bounds. The champs have tried the Bellet in the lineup now as they're resting Mikan. Watch Minneapolis work that ball around. Now LaBella swings like a windmill and hits for the champs. Minneapolis has the ball again. Now watch that rebounding strength we told you about earlier in the game. LaBella will miss on the jump shot. Pollard is there for the tap, which is not good. Finally, Mickelson, the third man, grabs the ball and it's a field goal for Minneapolis. Playing volleyball, in other words. The Lakers lead 71-58. Syracuse has the ball again, trailing, and with the clock dying, the Nats need every point they can muster. Wally Osterkorn, the lad from Illinois, is going to hit on a jump shot and does, and it's 71-60. With 3 minutes and 2 seconds left, the Nats start to pick up the Lakers defensively all over the court. Minneapolis moves the ball around, finally getting Pollard loose for just a split second. But Jim will lose the ball en route to the basket. The Lakers pick up the loose ball. There's the lead pass to Frank Papsall of Seton Hall, who hits on a driving layup. 73-60 Minneapolis. After taking the ball out of bounds, there's a tie-up in front of the Syracuse basket. Over Seymour, in and hits from 25 feet out. The Nationals aren't dead yet. Another jump ball, this time in front of the Laker basket. Martin for Minneapolis, King for Syracuse. The tap goes to the Lakers. Minneapolis is looking for that insurance. Never tell what'll happen in basketball. Dick Schnittker is loose for a shot. And another two-pointer. Seymour takes the ball all the way down the court. Ball passes off to Bullet Billy Gaber from University of Syracuse. Billy hits on a long shot. It's the Nats again. Watch them now as they gain possession. LeBoy passes off to Osterkorn, blocks, and Wally's loose for an easy basket. With seconds remaining on the clock, the Lakers go into a stall. The Nats have to come out of their defense in order to try to get the ball. But the Minneapolis team moves the ball around so expertly that there's little chance for the Nats to intercept. Finally, Minneapolis gets a two-pointer as Slater Martin breaks loose for the hoop, and it's a field goal. There he is, wide open. Al Messino moves the ball into the front court, passes off to Bob LeBoy, who spins one up there, but it's no good. George King shoots as the gun goes off, and the game is over. The Lakers are victorious in the first bill for the Basketball World Series, winning 79-68. Here are the totals for Syracuse. Bill Kendall, 8 points. Game of the week between the Minneapolis Lakers and the Syracuse